So I'm going to be working in a minute. Maybe you'll, yeah, I'm going to be working in a minute. So this is my setup. I've got one cat over here doing his thing. So, and is there anyone behind me? Hold on a second. Oh, that was my pen. You couldn't figure out what that was. It was my pen. So we got one cat there cleaning, one cat over here. And can you let me do a little bit of my work? If we chose a number like 7286, and I haven't done this in a long time, we have to do all the combinations, right? Right. Oh, I dropped the camera. Let me pick up that camera again. Where's that number? Right, 9820. Right. It's not the same number upside down, but here we would get 98 when it's 86. Right. 98, 68, or is it 98? There you go. 6 and 9, depending which way it's turning, right? Turning the tail. Anyways, the totality of this ends up to be 672. The totality of this ends up to be 84, says the son of Pluto, in the half-life. Which level? Third level. First level is 1, right? Second level is 2. Next level is, as you double up, 1, 2, 4, right? But it doesn't work that way. 1 never doubles up. It's maybe 1, 2, 4, which is equal to the bad cat. Y, T, B, A, D, C. Bad cat. We get the C through 1 and 2. The minute 1 and 2 come together, 1 with 2 all the time. Abba, Father, AC/DC. Bad cat. 24 creates the gateway. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, the gateway in the star system. Why a star system? This is square paper, and I'm online, right? Or I'm offline in between. Now, if I'm offline, in order to find the exact center, I will have to create 4 x's in that. Once you get 4 x's, you automatically get the 5th x. And in correction, you can do a minimum of 3 x's, and you can actually get the half-life this way. 8181 is 00, whichever way you want to look. Why, you ask? Why? Because this is right on the line, okay? This is in between the line, and this is your 45-degree angle. On line, this is in between, your crisscross. You can get one way or you can get 2 ways. One way or 2 ways. One way will create 2 halves. 2 ways will create 4 halves. 1 and 2. 2 and 4, where do I get my numbers from? Because of the result. All basic. What does it have to do with electricity? Does it have to do with the pressure pushing gases? Does it have to do with mixtures in a science lab? I don't know. Another thing about numbers is that 7, 8, 2, 6 will actually say 7, 2, 8, 6. Right? I mean, they just create a letter. What letters do you want me to connect to? Right? If you want me to connect to, this is another thing about these boxes, right? Is inside this box, I have a half space. The angle between here and here inside of a square is no longer 45 degrees. You see, the perfect angle is here. But now the angle we have in that box is here. Tells us another story. This is the 45. This is 22.5. This is where the Mayan numerics come in. 5 times 9 times 25. 5, 9, 5. And this will then bring me to another thing. 5 by 9 will again create my 45. The 9 is what divisions in the 45 and is number 4, which means when you have this, you automatically have 4 that are around it. 1 is in the center of 3 to the totality 4, equaling to the 5 number. A, C, B, E. We don't even have to use the C, we can just say Abe. Okay, what is this? This is this. When you have 2, you know in the middle of 2 is something over here. When you have 2 automatically, right? Here it is. I have 3. In between is 2, and in between is 2 is automatically the 1. But 2 will show up with 5. And 4 will show up with 3. Not me, I didn't create that dice. The curve inside the W, are we going over the curve? Is this my heartbeat? Or is my heartbeat within the curve? What does W do? W shows me there's a V that fits, that closes in the W. Now is it you and you? Is it only you telling me one side? Or is it you and me? The M can stand for both. Anyways, I didn't want to get into that. Half on one side, half on the other. Well, if I was standing on the dot, it would be -5 and +5 to be on both sides. If I said 10 o'clock, okay, if I said 9:11, I would actually be saying 101. I'm 101 away from 10. 9 on this side, 11 on this side. If I said the 23rd hour, I would be talking about 11 o'clock. 1 times 2 and plus 2 equals 2 and 3. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 5 and 6, 11, 30 creation, or 1 1/4. 1.25 times the 24 hours equals to 30. 24 hours is now 8 and 6 the gateway, which is in between the 7th gate. How do we get the 7th gate? It's the cube, 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, because of what this thing said. So you want to know what I do and how I do it and what it becomes? I do it because the game says so. Just playing a game relative to a theory of its own actuality. Just like in these words, Bereshit, Tishrei, in the month of October, in the month near October, September, in the new year, the Hebrew year, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah. Is it when Genesis came in? Chapter. How about ter meaning earth? Pacha, chapter. Tishrei, Rei equaling to king. How about Rebbe? Reading it backwards, equaling to king. You can also add in reglis. When you have certain letters in here, based on what we want to do, remember the first word is G for your reglis in this, which means licorice. And also means to rectify at the same time. How about Aleph? Do you feel? Is Aleph a leaf? Is it a flame? Left, Aleph, when you don't sound it all, it sounds like we all left. Or how about leaf or reefer? Telling us again that connecting our mind, something that's missing, is this. Strong word. Anything that starts with an H is a strong word. He me, PM me, communicate with me. The silent H of the French. The silent H, there's a lot of things we can talk about. The 23rd hour, right? The opposite of the 23rd hour is the first hour. 2 and 3, okay? 2 and 3, the 23rd hour is also 101. In the center of it, is it midnight, the center? Or is it noon? Or how about if we said midnight at noon? They were talking about, okay, this is the word for Jesus for those who don't like it. Times 9 equals 666. 47 is the gateway to the delta angle, one side. What does it mean? 28 and 11 equals 39, equaling to the numeric value for Saturn skies. C3, I9. Total 12 is L. Ciel equaling to sky in French. Female, birth and creation. 3, let me just tear this page out. 3, how do you get 3? 1, 1, and 1 creates 3. The mother and the child creates 3. The filter system, that takes 1, split into 2 and 2, creating 1. How about which way do you want to look at numbers? Which way do we look at numbers? 1 and 2 equals to 3. 3 is the relative value of 4 because in between 4 is 1 and we either have 3 or 3. Or if we want to do it that way, right, we can go this and this, right? We can go this and this, right? We can't cut anything across. So how about, right? Sorry about that. How about, it's the same numbers, right? How about, we create this and automatically we can get this that comes in between, and that's where the half-life comes in. That's your 6, 3, 3, and 1. And if you notice, when the 1 comes in, so does the spirit half-life. 1 part of 6 of 8. 1 of 8. 1 in the center of 8. What is the value of 1? Equaling to 8 plus itself. 1 equals to 8 plus 1. So, how do we get that? But the actuality is, it's 1.25. 5 times 5 times 5. Why? Because it's 1 in the center of 4, equaling to the totality of each one, or is this total 40? And enveloped in the 40 is this one over here. So 1 equals to 40. If it was not, you would count it as 5, or if you want to count it as a total of a 9 spot. If you want to count it as a total of a 9 spot. 9 areas. Right? 9 areas total of 6. 6 sides. 9 areas. 1 through 9 equals to 45. Total is 45. The average for the center spot is what? Is 5. 9 times 5, 45. Center equals 45. Foxhole in the sun. F-O-X, 6, 15, 24. Value letter. 24th letter, 15th letter, 6th letter. You reverse it, okay, it becomes 21, 12, and 3. So instead of 666, it becomes 333. Okay, this becomes 36 on the low side. This becomes 45 on the top side. And at the same time, third letter is L. 15th letter, 1 and 5 is O. 22nd letter, V. 2 and 2 is 4. 23rd letter, 2 and 3 is 5. E. Foxhole, sun, love. Too much of a coincidence. If I multiply this by 9, I get 270 and 42, 312. If I multiply this by 9, I get 360 and 45, 405. Now I'm not going to do anything with this right now. I'm just going to leave this alone. At the same time, you have 99 or 7 come 11. UV. Is it UV? L. LV is what it was. LV. Anyways, I don't want to do it. And the other one was E. And I'm all mixed up here. Anyways, leave it alone. Let's stop. I'm just showing you what simple little this will do, simple little this will do. You pick 3 numbers and you just can connect the 3 numbers or 4 numbers. And the funny thing about this is give me any 3 numbers. Okay, now if you look at my eyes, right, look at the calculator, right? You see I can see the calculator, right? Now I'm going to press any 3 numbers. 594. And I bet you if I divide that by 7, it'll equal to, I'm not going to tell you the order, but the order will be 714285. 714 continues to 285. It doesn't matter. I don't know if that will come out properly, but 714. This I didn't do. This is the first time I don't do it. Usually I just do 3 numbers, right? You'll always have 714285 that comes out in that scenario. Anyways, I'm working on a design right now. The design is Aleph, and I'm going to be putting it onto my piece of clothing. I like to put the bird at the top. I don't like this part. I'm going to take it out, but this is the Aleph letter right over here. Almost looks like some sort of animal. This may be its tail. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching this video.